Can you hear me now? Rohit, please check that.
Yes, I can hear.
So we're going to start our program within a few minutes. Please stay there.
Okay, sir.
Lecture halls, they are
Rohit?
renovation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Science is driven by curiosity, and the only way to do good science is to be curious and do what you like to do and do it despite what anybody else around you thinks about it. Statement of Professor Balram, former director. Good morning to one and all present here and participants who have joined through online for the Faculty Induction Program 2023 today. Today, 14th June, is an important day in the history of world science. Charles Augustin de Coulomb, the French physicist, was born on June 14, 1736. Coulomb is best known for developing the famous Coulomb's law, the definition of the electrostatic force of attraction and repulsion. Also, it is a very important day of Indian science, also to remember and pay tribute to Sir Kariyamanikam Srinivasa Krishnan, in short, Dr. K.S. Krishnan, who departed us on 14th June 1961. An Indian physicist, in whose name our DAE has instituted research fellowships to honor his extraordinary role in shaping the Atomic Energy Commission, one of the greatest pillars to work with our great P. Baba and S.S. Patnakar. Dr. Baba, Dr. Patnakar, and Dr. Krishnan were also served in the Scientific Advisory Committee of the Ministry of Defense, created in July 1948. He was a co-discoverer of Raman scattering, for which his mentor, Sir C.V. Raman, was awarded the 1930 Nobel Prize in Physics. He was also an inspiring teacher and a key figure in the development of other scientific institutions in India that are relevant even today, like CSIR and UGC. Today is an important day for all of you and HBNI family. Yes, you are going to have an additional feather in your crown as a faculty of HBNI, in addition to your own and regular feather of being a scientific officer at DAE, a unique opportunity for a few blessed researchers in our country. Through this venture, you will be having a chance to become an official examiner to evaluate the doctoral MA MTech thesis, to be an examiner for various teaching programs of universities and colleges. Yes, you will be recognized as a teacher also for those who wanted to be a guide and research officer. Very good morning to all of you. May I now request Professor D.K. Methi, Associate Dean HBNI, to propose the formal welcome address for the FIP 23. Professor D.K. Methi, please.
Thank you, Dr. Selvin, Registrar. Good morning to one and all, those who are present in person here and those who are present online. And this is the first faculty induction program of this year. Every year, HBNI has been conducting two, one in June, one in December. And it's a statutory requirement by UGC. So typically, this faculty induction program as per UGC should go for 1 month. There are a lot of objectives to that, and this is kind of for the newly recruited faculty members to bring them to the teaching professions. So that's the thing. But here our university structure is quite different, not the traditional university system. I'll come back to it. What are the important part you need to know? Those will be discussed successively. And the whole objective UGC has outlined into mainly 4 categories: to understand roles and responsibility of a faculty member in an university, to familiarize structure, functioning, governance, rules, and regulation. I think that is the most important part of this program here, because our university system is quite different. HBNI is an as you know, deemed to be university, along with 10 other institutes, as UGC notification has mentioned. And later on, NISHR was added. Initially, it was working under IOP, and then it was added an off-campus center. So the rules and regulations and responsibility are quite little bit different than the traditional university system, you have to know. To explore pedagogical processes, how to assess, how to teach, and what kind of resources to share with the students. So those aspects they cover in a month long. Whatever I'm talking in these 4 things, 3 I've covered. 1 is, and 4th is to recognize the importance of self-development of student, socio-emotional development of students, ethics and values in higher education. These are the 4 topics they have covered. And typically any university system, when it does, they invite specialists in different area, and finally for a month-long program, and it may be conducted in 2 different parts. And then every faculty has to go through and test. That test is there because this is part of the faculty upgradation program also, their career in, advancement. When a faculty in a university joins as a senior, now it has come to assistant professor to say associate professor, this is a requirement. If somebody has not gone through this faculty induction program, they are not eligible. So that is part. But our system, you all are recruited. Basically, HBNI has recognized you as a faculty, and our faculty means they can guide PhD students, except medical and health science discipline. All they can guide students. Of course, other program they can be member of doctoral committee. They can be other committees and all. So that are the differences. There are many differences. So there are 73 faculty members, those who are recognized by different board of studies during last December to this June. So all are invited to this faculty induction program. Some people are joining online through WebEx platform, some are through YouTube, and some of you are here. All are welcome to this program. And as I see from BRC, there are 20 faculty members, IGCOT 2, RRCAT 4, VCC 2, SINP 3, IPR 5, IMSC 2, HRA 7, Tata Memorial Center 22, NICER 3. So that makes 73 faculty members. And discipline wise, it is chemical science 9, engineering science 11, life science 7, mathematics 4, medical and health science 20, physical science 22. So what we are going to do next, we will try to bring you to the rules and regulations of the university, and especially the ordinance, academic ordinance. Dean Professor Nayak will bring you to that, so that you know this thing, how to handle different situation, what kind of minimum requirement of an university, all those things. With these, I welcome you again to this program, and I end here about. Thank you, Dr. Selvi. Over to Selvi.
Thank you, Professor Methi. May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor U. Kamachi Mudali, to present his introductory remarks for the program.
You to make this one off.
Very good morning. Professor Nayak, Dean, Professor Christopher Selvin, Registrar, Professor Methi, the faculties who have joined from all the constituent institutions, and also the faculties who are physically present here, and other invitees, special invitees, maybe deans or any other functional representatives of HPNI who are present from the other institutions. A warm welcome and good morning to all of you. I'm very proud to speak to you today as the new Vice Chancellor of the Homi Bhabha National Institute. As you all aware that I took over on May 11th as the Vice Chancellor. And previously I was serving as Vice Chancellor since March 2021 at the Vellore Institute of Technology, Bhopal University campus for 2 years or so. And I'm very proud to join as a Vice Chancellor. It is like homecoming for me, because I am associated with HPNI since its inception. I was one of the first among professors of HPNI at IGCR Kalpakam. And also I was involved in many committees, including the Board of Studies committees, the Ordinances Committee, the Course Program Committee, and many functional committees. So I know the strength as well as so-called weakness that we have in our system. And it is all our duty to strengthen our base, strengthen our points where we have been performing very well. At the same time, we have to also improve on whatever we have the so-called weakness, or we have whatever that we feel that we should improve somewhere. It is very important. I think the faculty induction program is the most important place where we all get to know each other, and also to know that what is the responsibility of a faculty when you join a deemed university like Homi Bhabha National Institute. Probably many people call that ours is a virtual university with the CIs and the off-campus center at different locations. It is very important for anybody to, when you become a faculty, it is very important that you have to know about the ordinances of the university, particularly higher education institution like HPNI. Professor Methi has mentioned many things, which is as per the document in the UGC handbook, where it mentions what are the things to be covered. I remember in 2021 and 22, we have organized at the VIT University Bhopal the faculty induction program. It is 20 days lectures followed by 1 week or 10 days, including the practicals or demonstrations or interactions. And it is mandatory for all faculty, at least once in their lifetime when they enter a university, they have to undergo this and keep this certificate also, which is very, very useful. I'll be very happy along with my dean and associate deans that we will come with definitely an improved plan for November session. But we will now continue what has been done as excellence in the past. Today we will continue. And I'm very proud that this particular program focuses mostly on the ordinances, where we will talk about the procedures, the policies, and the systems and process that we adopt at HPNI, which is highly relevant to a new faculty who is getting recruited. That if you want to call yourself, because you have a dual role, like all of us in the atomic energy, our institutions or the aided institutions, we are either a researcher already, a scientist who have a full-fledged job there, or you are definitely like in NICER, you are already a full-time teaching staff also. So if we are going to become a call today onwards that ourselves as associate professor or senior professor, definitely we should know, in addition to ordinances, many important things, which is very, very important. I know that many colleagues after superannuation, they go for interview for the vice chancellor, pro vice chancellor, registrar and professor in outside university system. They have this difficulty because we only go through the ordinance and we understand the ordinance and we try to explain our HPNA system, which is something unique compared to outside. Actually, we should have a complete lecture on many other topics like accreditation, teaching and learning methodologies, data repositories, examinations, academic plan, co-curricular activities, research methodology and the ethics. Likewise, there are many topics on which we should have individual lecture by the experts, and all faculty, whoever is getting into the induction program, should be aware of that at least. And it should have a certificate that you have participated in a program, faculty induction program, where you learned, where you attended classes on these topics. This is really mandatory as per UGC requirement. But I am very proud that today that we have, with respect to HPNA, we have entirely focusing on the ordinances, but I think the lecture is aptly prepared with many other useful information covering whatever topic I told, which is useful to the faculty of HPNA. My dear friends, we have today 3,986 students. That is a very big responsibility. Each student, if you are going to interact as a teacher or just as a guide, supervisor or examiner, chairman of a committee or a member of a committee, you should be very well aware of all these points in ordinances is very important. Particularly if you are a chairman of a doctoral committee, or you are going for an examination duty, you are setting up a question paper, you are conducting a class, you are evaluating a student. All these ordinances are very, very important, and you have to be very cautious in adopting this when you are, serving as a faculty in the HPNI. And we have about 1,200 faculties. It's a very good number. If you see the FSR, that is faculty staff ratio, we are very well within the UGC requirement of 1:15. In fact, we are much accommodative in that. And so far, HPNA has awarded 2,277. We can proudly say that we are a well-established and well-experienced university, and that also makes you more responsible, because any accreditation committee or any ranking committee comes, you cannot make a slip saying that no, we will improve, because you are already nearly 18-year-old institute, and you have already made 2,287 PhDs, 77 PhDs. So that is where that every faculty must be thorough with respect to the ordinances, and this faculty induction program is very, very important. And one good thing is that we have made very good publications, more than 2,000 plus publications. And I'm happy that every year 2 times it is done. Most important thing that I want to tell you is For example, last year, if you take the statistics, we have awarded 616 degrees, which includes 217 doctoral students, 159 medical, 133 masters, and 65 MTech degree. It's not a small number, it's a big number. And this makes us very proud that HPNA, which is a very unique university focusing on the research-based quality education in chemical sciences, engineering sciences, physical sciences, mathematical sciences, then the health, medical and health sciences, life sciences, applied system analysis, including humanities and the social sciences. The most important point I want to say in the conclusion is that all of you are aware that the National Institutional Ranking Framework, which in the every year is ranking all the institutions. I think last week you must all be knowing that there are headlines in the newspaper and the media that the ranking has been announced for the year 2022. And you must be knowing, but I will just repeat that we have maintained in the overall category of university, we maintained 17th rank among all the universities, which is a very proud number. And I should appreciate the hard work done by all the, my colleagues at HPNA Central Office, as well as all the, academic professionals at the CIs and the OCC. They have done an excellent job that we could maintain this rank of 17th. And the overall category, we have improved by 3 rank. From 33, we have gone up to 30th rank. And we have also maintained, if you ask me, within the state of Maharashtra, we are very much better and improved compared to other universities. But with respect to research institution, we have a small setback that from 11th, we have slipped to 15th. Probably this is mainly because of the gap in the data, submission, data communication. And I'm sure that we will work much vigorously this year. We'll try to improve in all the categories of the ranking. And we need in this regard cooperation and support from all the faculties. The faculties are the source of all data for us and source of all information for us. If you don't update, if you don't provide the data, I don't think that we can do anything at central office. This is very important. So this is one of the most important responsibility for all the faculties, that any data that you are going to have with respect to HPNI, the day you are starting today as a faculty, please keep one file HPNI and put all your papers there. Or if you are going with a computer, open one folder HPNI, year-wise or month-wise, you put all your data and store there. Whenever there is a requirement from central office or from your CI office, academic office, please provide those information quickly. This is very, very important. And all this information, the data that you keep is also useful to you. Later on, you will be coming to central office or the CI office and you ask for, can you tell me the list of students whom I have guided and how many students got, this scoring or any information you want, you will be asking us and we will not be able to provide. So please have, that is what I told, one important point is data repository, where individual faculty data repository as well as this institutional data repository as well as the central office data repository, all three should be seamless, all three should be coherent and very importantly, connected. Then only we will have a very systematic submission of data, which is foolproof, which is, not having any slippage with respect to any particular parameter. This is where that we had small problem, and I am sure that this particular point I is to all the faculties today, that please open a file in your computer, a folder, or please keep a file where you will keep all your data connected with your student, with yourself, starting with your appointment letter as faculty, and that you have attended today, the program of faculty induction program. Everything you should keep it, and that should be made available whenever it is being asked. And maybe that tomorrow you will become a research supervisor. The data of the student has to be kept in your office. And then you become the chairman of the doctoral committee, you become member of the committee, you become coordination committee, you become the academic committee there. So all information should be available. This is very important. So I request all the 92 faculties today getting inducted, please keep this data individual with your capacity and also share this data whenever required with your academic office at your respective institute as well as the central office. This is the most important thing that I want to tell you. And one more thing I want to add, last point, that HPNA also provides a lot of support to the students. One important thing is that we give the travel support for the PhD students. And there are certain conditions that you can go through and find out. The student will get a very good amount for, entertaining or getting a tour abroad for attending an international conference during this tenure of the PhD. So this year I want to tell you that 73 students got the travel support, and I think minimum we give about 80,000 and maximum we give about 2 lakhs.
1.25.
1.25 lakhs.
This is under consideration for
Revision. So we give this much money for a student. Sometimes he can manage with the entire money. Sometimes he may have to get additional support from the institute where they are working or from any other agency. This is very important point, that your PhD student gets this support from central office. So all this I think will be covered in the lecture, and you will also get to know more information if you visit our website. Please regularly visit our HPNI website. Look for anything new. Look for anything that is, particularly the news section. There are a lot of scrolling information coming. Please go through and update yourself that what is happening in your university. I'm sure that all this that I am telling is only a small introduction, but you will get more details and information in the lecture that is going to be delivered by Dean Professor P.D. Nayak. And I wish you all the best for all of you today getting inducted as faculty, and looking forward to work with you for the success of HPNI. And all your achievement is going to be achievement of HPNI, and all your honors recognition is going to be the honor and recognition of HPNI. And please mentor your students. Please help the university to grow higher and higher. Looking forward to all your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your nice and brief introductory remarks. May I now request Professor P.D. Nayak to make the presentation on overview of HPNI ordinances and other guidelines for the faculty of HPNI. Over to Professor P.D. Nayak, please.
Good morning to thank Kamasi Mudari, our VC HBNA, for its nice briefing about the various activities of HBNA. Of faculty induction program, and Professor Selvin about bringing about the curiosity-driven research and requirement of research purpose. HBNA, by rigorous assessment, you are among the few who have been selected by the Board of Studies of HBNA, and some of you are joined as a faculty of our aided institutes. Again, for my side and for my HBNA again, and with being a faculty, you have a lot of privileges as well as responsibilities. Some of them I will cover at the end. I will start my talk, just a minute. Start. Yes, first, this one. Yes, before starting the talk, I would just like to mention that present academic ordinances was prepared somewhere in 1718 and approved by the Council of Management on 5th of December 2018, and it became effective on from that date. After this date, we have added many more academic programs, as well as because these ordinances are also dependent on the aspects by the various statutory bodies like VGC, AICTE, National Medical Council, and all other things. There is a need of revising this ordinance, and we are on the job. Okay, our HBNI is, as Professor Maiti and again Professor Kamath explained you, it is a different university than a conventional university. In fact, people feel that yes, your center office is so small and other things. You see, when it is, we have got the deemed to be university, it is not a center office. It is a center office along with the 4 R&D centers, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, IGCAR, RRCAT, VCC, and 6 at the institute at that time, IPR, SINP, TMC, IMSC, HRI. And afterwards, then we also included the NICER, which was previously working with the IOP. As a center office as recognized university, it is a HBNI along with 10 institutes. Okay, so when we are working at the university, not part of the, apart from being an employee of a BRC, you are the part of the university, because BRC as such has been notified as a university along with the HBNI. Similarly at IGC and other things. That should be, see, people think that I'm at BRC, I'm not a part of, you are the part of the university, you're not a part of the affiliated colleges. You are the part of the university. And that should be kept in mind all the times. So you are working, when you are becoming faculty, yes, you are a, maybe scientific officer and other things, so maybe, but when you are working as a faculty, you are also part of the HBNI university, working in the university itself, because BRC is the part of the university. I think many of the confusion, so I would like to mention about this. In 2014, HBNI was financially managed by the BRC, and in 2014, we got granted status from DE. And you see, because together is a university. Again, I'm mentioning, not HBNI. HBNI along with this 11 institute together is a university. Okay. Which is unique in nature. Very few universities are there like this, cluster universities. In Japan, one, then in France, also.
Sound नहीं जा रहा है.
नहीं जा रहा.
Who's that?
Distributed structures. Some part is because being the university at BRC, at IGCAR, they are the part of the university. Some of the functions are assigned to this, we ought to say, constituted institutions or off-campus center of HBNI, and some at the HBNI center office. Well, because we together is a university. See. Next one. So I'm going to now academic ordinance, as I mentioned. It was approved by Council of Management, the highest body of yes. You see, now you can see there are two distinct parts, okay? In the top, you can see the Council of Management, the highest body, management body, the Academic Council, highest body for in related to academic matters. Then your Board of Studies, your Standing Committee of Deans, and this part is managed by the HBNI Center Office. Okay, this is for the just distribution of the work. And then again, we have the functions, CIO of HBNI. In fact, director of the CI is the member of the academic council and he is the as such responsible for the academic activities of HBNI at its centers. And he appoints Dean Academy, Dean Student Affairs, Standing Academic Committee for this purpose by delegating the powers. Like he is delegating powers to your head of divisions or group directors. So similarly, these powers of academic powers, what he is delegating to the Dean Student Affairs, Dean Academic, Standing Academic Committee. Now, Standing Academic Committee is responsible for the constitution or doctor committee, which includes the dean, chairman, and members. That's why for us, being a representative of TI, Dean Academic is a very important post. So for you, whatever academic matters are there, it should be passed on to the Dean Academic and he is the contact point with the HBNI Center Office. And as I mentioned, he is the powers which have been delegated by the director of CI in regard to the academic matters. In some of the institutes, we have only one Dean Academic. In some other institutes like BR, which is very vast, we have 5 Dean Academic. So this one specific and other things. Okay. Next one. In fact, some of the times when you make the ordinances and other things, conditions and other things, and sometimes because of some special cases, deviations, or minor deviation, that is not substantial deviations, and council management has given powers to the chairman academic council, who is vice chancellor of HBNI, to approve any deviations, minor deviations from the ordinances. For example, there is set rules when PhD YYOC is there. Students, assistant members, 2 of the members, and all other persons should be in the physical mode. During pandemic, we allowed online also. But sometimes because of difficulty of one of the members or external examiners, but it has to be approved by the for these deviations also. Next one. Present we have 44 academic programs. There are 4 programs under the chemical sciences. You can see PGD chemical sciences at PhD in chemical sciences again at DARC, IGCAR, and NICER, and SNP, a very small number in SNP. Then we have integrated MSc chemical sciences fully at NICER. We have integrated PhD double degree chemical sciences again at NICER at present. PhD engineering, MTech, MS engineering, PhD engineering, then integrated PhD, so they will get the MS engineering degree after completion of a thesis work for MS engineering, and then they can PhD thesis and they will get PhD. So they will get the 2 degrees. You will get only 1 degree PhD after completion of thesis work for the PhD and required coursework, OGC, and all other things. I am going to come to that. Next one. Next. Okay. Then we have life sciences. You can see we have life sciences various programs. PhD in life sciences, which has been conducted at various places like BRC. These are very small, there is nothing now. SINP, we have in RRCAT, TMC, and NICER, and also PhD in competition biology at INS. And again, I told integrated MSc Life Sciences only at NICER. Okay. Then again, integrated PhD, single degree computer biology, competition biology, and integrated PhD double degree at Life Sciences. Then we have the mathematics. There are 6 programs. As you know, PhD in mathematical sciences, PhD in computer sciences, PhD in theoretical computer sciences. When I talk about the mathematics, it means the board of studies in mathematics. All these programs are coming under the board of studies in mathematics. Or when I talk about life science, there are various board of studies. All these, there are 7 board of studies. So in a life science board of studies, these are the programs. When I talk about and mathematics board of studies, these are the 6 programs. Next one. Then you have maximum number in medical and health sciences, 11 programs. Many of them are like skill-based MSc course. You can see MSc Clinical Research, MSc in Nuclear Medicine and Molecular Imaging Biotechnology, Hospital Radiopharmacy at our RMC, BRC, MSc in Public Health and Epidemiology, MSc in Occupational Therapy, in Oncology, and many more are coming. But these are the presently running the programs, and we have also MD, DM, MCS, DPARP at BRC, and MSc Nursing at TMC. Next one. Then in physical sciences, 8 programs, what we can see here. Then we have applied system analysis. Of the students are there and faculties are there. Mainly at NICER, numbers are high. Then at BRC and IGCAR also. You see, in fact, some of the faculty, I know that at Institute is very easy to get students and other things, but at BRC or IGCAR R&D centers, it may be possible that you may not get immediate students, but that is not preventing you from involving the CI. You can even propose a new academic programs. Either a certificate programs or degree programs. It is possible. Because if you see that AI is very important, data science is very important. If you want to start a data science, suppose a certificate in data, 6-month program in certificate in data science, it is very welcome. With the due approval from your CIS, we'll definitely will consider after it is approved by the Board of Studies and Academic Council. So you can introduce many value-added courses where you have the expertise. If it is approved, then definitely you can conduct that value-added courses. Also, we may like to revise some of the courses. That is also allowed, provided it is approved by the Board of Studies and CI, OCC. His proposal for introduction of new academic programs at any CI and OCC should be examined by the Academic Council. But first of all, this program has to approve by your CI, OCC. Then you can send us the proposal. Then we'll going to mark it to our Board of Studies. They may suggest some changes. They also add it to the various courses. And then we'll get it approved by the Academic Council. And then it is the approved course of HBNL. There may be curriculum of these programs. Also, there various courses are there under these programs. And sometimes there are changes also required that also can be passed on to us. And we are again the same thing. It will be we'll go to mark to the Board of Studies for their comments or approval or recommendation, or what we can say. And will for ratification will be done by the Academic Council. Next one. So how to, because many in fact are asking how to make the propose a new academic programs. These formats are available within our center office. After this, I will request our IT cell or teaching assistant Nivedita to pass on to all of you. You can ask to any of in the center office, they will be able to give you the format. You have to write which Board of Studies. If you have any difficulty to decide about the Board of Studies, you can come to us or you can write to us along with the details about the program you are suggesting. Also, there may be a program, there may be very specializations, so we can offer also write about that. You can write about recent programs, minimum, maximum, eligibility criteria, admission process, total intake per year, or what type of intake you want to have in these programs. So requirements in some of the professional courses, there also you have to or faculty about stipend, there any stipend or fellowship will be given to the students. Next one. See now. Next. Annual tuition fee. So that to make the ordinances, you can prepare the draft ordinances for new programs. And then the detailed syllabus, then program objective and program outcome. This objective, this program will end for. Suppose you are, for example, you are talking about the data science, certificate in data science, you can talk about this requirement of presently large number of manpower in these areas. And this program will create the skilled manpower in these areas. And program outcome is how this course will meet your objectives. Till type of courses we are giving that will be make the student who pass these courses acquire the requisite knowledge to meet the objectives. And then detail about these various courses, course code, course name, course type, number of contact hours and total weeks and credits and other things. Next one. And for each course, you have to describe, next one. There are, you have to write about the each course, the title of the course, and whatever. And then course code. Now you see this course code also changed now after the NMB 2020. This is the before NMB 2020, 5, 6, 500, 600, 700 levels are for PhD and other things. Now 800 level is for PhD, and 6.5 and 7 are for postgraduate programs and other things. So, any type of courses like a core course, elective courses, practical course or lab work, then project work, or some other foundation courses. All the things, details we can give. And if you have any difficulty, you can come down to us and we'll explain you how to write the things. Next one. Again, other details are given here. Total contact hours, how the examination will be conducted and all the things. Course outcome, what this course will meant for, and after learning this course, what are the skills or knowledge will be gained by the student who are attending and completing this course. And then syllabus and reference books and things. Next one. Let us move to our topic today, ordinances general. There are, if you see this our website in soft copy, and it is very difficult to cover within an hour all these things. Only some of the silent points of the general ordinances and PhD program, which is the major programs at HBNN. Only that much I will cover. Now coming to the starting point of this ordinance, which is available in our HBNN website. As I mentioned, each CIOCC shall designate one or more Dean Academy for interaction with Dean HBNN, and also to see that this ordinance, or these ordinances are mentioned about the various requirement, rules, regulations are followed. It is his responsibility. And so, Director of CIOCC also will constitute a discipline-wise standing academic committee. And this standing academic committee is responsible for admission of all the students to the academic programs. Require and guides, co-guide, doctor committee, and then coursework. In fact, many times we are getting the request from the student who are not at all admitted to any programs, whether I can take this course, that course, whether, and I'll complete my credit work. It's not like that. You see, I cannot say, because it becomes for us. We understand that unless until this course is prescribed by the standing academic committee, the courses are not finalized. It's not like in any other courses like BSc or MSc, courses are fixed courses are there. You can take any of core courses and core course you have to take, and then electives, and then you finish. But here, courses are for each student is different. It depends upon his present knowledge in various subjects, which will be decided during the interviews by the either standing academic committee or screening committee. Also, it is a research topic. So, it is after only the courses are fixed. Courses are not fixed when you join. Courses are fixed by the standing academic committee. That's why I told here. Apart from interviews and deciding guides, research topic in consultation with guides and other authorities, they are also authority to decide the coursework, depending on the aptitude of the student, depend upon his present knowledge in various subjects, his research topics, all the things depend on that courses are decided by the standing academic committee. Afterwards, you may come to that student can or you can approach the guide or maybe center office whether I can take this course from here and there. Then we can maybe able to help them, but not before taking the admissions. We are getting many requests from the many various students, especially the students who are not located in CIOCC but working in some remote areas and they want to take some online courses, I want to take this online course. But how you can take these online courses unless it is approved by the standing academic committee for you? I think whenever some students are approaching you, from maybe that will be possible. That's why I'm asking you, because they may approach you and they will tell you, I will complete the coursework like this. This coursework I will take. But we cannot decide that. That coursework will be decided by the standing academic committee. Please do mention to them about this. Next one. See, for each and every program, there is a selection process is already defined and it is approved by the Academic Council of HBN. And the selections are done by the CIOCC following these guidelines. These guidelines is prepared by the CIOCC and got approved from the Academic Council of HBN. So CIOCC are the responsible for the admission process, admitting the student following this selections procedure, which is as per the selection procedure, or in terms of qualifications, all other terms. So that is the responsibility of the CIOCC to give the admission as per selection procedure approved by the Academic Council. Based on the recommendation of the standing academic committee. In fact, sometimes standing academic committee people say that now in PGD course, postgraduate course, these courses and selection is not done by the standing academic committee. No, all this selection committee, all this by the director of CIS, they are all together, they are also named as the standing academic committee. Not only standing academic committee for a PhD different, but all selection committees and other things which has been constituted by the director of CIS, they are in generally known as standing academic committee for in HBN pardon. But in case of PhD, yes, there is a different standing academic committee itself. But selection committees are also standing academic committee. Okay. Based on the recommendation of the SSC of the CIOC, student will be enrolled in the institutes. And once they are enrolled, taken admission, providing all the mandatory enclosures. And as I told previously also, Dean Academic in this is the contact point. It should not come to us directly, it should be through Dean Academic. Whatever may be matters, if you have any difficulty and other things, you have to approach the Dean Academic and then Dean Academic can write to us and then we'll reply. If he can solve himself, it is well and good, or reply to him about the things. Yes.
I just wanted to add one thing.
Okay.
No, it will not come.
Come.
So sometime from BARC, especially I have seen, they just avoid this Dean Academic and say that my group director has signed, stamped, send it. See, in the list, Professor Nayak was showing, group director position is nowhere in the thing. There is a framework, academic framework and governance framework. You have to follow that. So we have to return. We cannot consider that unless we receive instruction from head of the unit or director BRC that I have delegated power to him for this academic governance part of HBNI. We cannot recognize. So as of now, Dean Academic is the person. So you have to follow that. The thing you need.
In fact, there is some confusion sometimes. In fact, some of the students are submitting, there are 3 forms in PhD for integrated PhD. Part A, Part B, and Part C. And there are students here, like, I will come to that afterwards. You have MTech students, or also students who are from our R&D centers who are already completed postgraduate diploma. For them, the credit requirements are less. At present is 16 credit. They're also going to revise, I just mentioned about it. But after MSc or after BSc in case of integrated PhD, the credits for them are different. For MSc it is 60 credit at present, and 120 for the BSc students who are joining for integrated PhD programs. So they should only submit, those who are having the only 16 credit, like MTech students or PhD students, they are supposed to submit Part A, Part B, and Part C together to HBNI Center Office, because they are going to complete their course within 6 months or maybe less time. But those who are having the 60 and 120 credits, Part C, if they submit, fine, but we expect that Part C after the completion of the coursework and constitution of the doctorate committee. Next one. Sometimes question comes whether I can be guide of a student who is pursuing PhD, not at my centers, but at very different centers, like BRC person want to guide a student from IGCAR, or HRS student want to guide someone from INSC and vice versa. As I told you, this is together is a university. That's why it is there is nothing a difference, only that geography, other things. Definitely, if director of that CIOCC admits the field that is comfortable, and then you can become a guide even for the student who is not in your CI, but located in other CI or OCC, it's possible. So similar to the co-guide. From other academic institutes. When I is not having any MOU or agreement, they can be a member of the committee. They cannot be guide or co-guide. CI, OCC, or from the other institute like IIT Bombay or IIT Madras, or with whom we have the MOU, they can be co-guide, but not guide. This one should remember, because sometimes some of our faculty would like to make a co-guide from a faculty who is not in some institutes with whom we don't have any agreement. And if you feel that we should have an agreement with them, MOU with them, yes, you can approach your or your head of the institutes and put a proposal to HBNI Center Office that having the agreement with particular institutes will be or university will be good for us, and many faculty and students will be benefited having the academic agreement with them. Then definitely HBNI Center Office will try to have a MOU with these institutes with the due approval from the. Now, tenure of the academic programs. You see, when because there are always confusion. If I say submit the synopsis, my dear, is the time of the tenure or the submission of the thesis. As per HBNI ordinances, tenure is between the date of enrollment of the student and date of submission of the thesis, not the synopsis. Wherever thesis is the final product, like PhD programs or integrated PhD programs, and whereas this is not like a final, like PGD or MSc or integrated MSc, but then the final examinations for the particular programs, and that is will be their tenure. Then one more things are coming again and again is that some of the students, especially from R&D centers, employees and other things, because of their enrollment in many mission-oriented programs or many officer things, or some other technical difficulty, they are not able to complete program within a stipulated tenure time. And now afterwards, they feel that now of gap of a few months or few years, I would like to re-enroll for these things. HBNI ordinarily clearly mentions that re-enrollment in the same academic programs is permitted after a gap of 2 years from the date of cancellations. Because if a particular student is not completing the academic programs, HBNI in a tenure period, or progress is not good, within 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, but they are not completed, or PhD annual progress report is not submitted for consecutive 2 years, or many other factors, HBNI Center Office, in consultation with the Dean Academic, cancels the enrollment. And these students cannot re-enroll immediately. There should be a cooling period of 2 years. However, the condition may be relaxed in acceptance cases with the recommendation of Director of CIOC. That's why you see Director of CIOC is the really responsible person for academic activities at CIOCC. Next one. Explain you about the credit systems presently in and as per these ordinances, and also going to mention about the what we are going to change from the 23-24. That is as per UGC regulations and also NEP 2020. It is made, prepared, and 7 to 8 hours of contact hours of classroom, which includes the lectures and tutorials, is equal to 1 credit point. And that is like European systems, which basically works on the workload of 20 to 30 hours workload is equal to 1 credit. Now we know like we have like bank of credits. A student can take credit from various universities and store in the academic and can utilize it. So there is UGC want that there should be uniform credit systems across the all institutes, even IITs, ICERs, or all universities. And then I will go to explain you about that. But presently in HBNI, we are following the 7 to 8 contact hours of classrooms, which is lectures and tutorial equal to 1 credit. Next one. And that is a formula, credit equal to 2 times the number of lectures, which is the lectures per tutorial, plus P, that practical hours. And L is equal to total number of hours in classroom lectures and tutorial divided 14.5. And P is also total number of practical hours divided by 14.5. Also, for number of hours in practical is up than that of lectures, we have made this formula. Okay, and that is always coming at 7 to 8 what I am talking about. At present, we have also for the PhD programs, credit can be earned through self-study courses, credit seminars, and that should be around 20% of their total credit courses. Now, UGC has given now up to 40% of the credit per semester. Remember, up to 40% of the courses per semester can be taken from the SWAYAM courses. Okay. And slowly we are also going to think about whether we should keep, because what we have said that the self-course study courses and other things, we are not able to maintain the quality which is required. That we'll discuss in our Academic Council and Board of Studies and we'll try to see. But up to 40% of the courses can be taken for NPTEL, provided these courses are approved by the Standing Academic Committee. You cannot take anything NPTEL X, Y, Z courses are available, I will take that course. No. The courses which are approved by the academic community, up to 40% of that one can take from this SWAYAM.
This should be at the time of enrollment.
Oh, yes. Yeah, after enrollment, during the enrollment, Standing Academic Committee decide about the courses. And that is only for PhD. Otherwise, the courses are fixed for other courses like integrated MSc or very other courses. The academic programs, they are fixed. Student has to take, only electives may be differ. But PhD courses depend upon the, as I told, knowledge of the students in various subjects, research topics and all other things. So they are different. So only after that, the courses are fixed. Out of that, 40% of the courses, E or C can take credit from the SWAYAM courses. And we are also, what is happening, you see, HBNI also is conducting some interactive online courses. Now, some of the students, they want to, writing to us that they want to take this completed courses apart from this SWAYAM and other things. Yes, we have got approved from our academic council. These online interactive courses conducted by HBNI is similar to the courses, regular courses. However, the students should be reminded again, I told again, that he can take these courses, suppose NMR course we have, or material chemistry, provided the courses are approved by the Standing Academic Committee. Otherwise, you cannot say that I will take NMR, but NMR is not suggested by Standing Academic Committee. Then it cannot be counted. You can take, but it will not count it to fulfill the credit. Next one. As I explaining you that presently we have the 7 to 8 hours of classroom teaching equal to 1 credit. And those who are joining after MSc, we have the minimum 60 credit. And with MTech, because this sometimes we feel that student need more than 60, that Standing Academic Committee can decide about that. And for MTech, it is 16 with present 7 to 8 hours. As you know, in November 2022, UGC regulation 2022 came into effective. So that's why those who are joining from the 1st of January 2023, the new things will apply. Like when you are converting our present credit to the, that is just a, because we have 7 to 8 hours, they have 15 hours. So it becomes divided by 2. So MSc, we have 30 credits as per UGC credit system, and MTech 8 credit system. But UGC suggested that minimum should be 12. So that means they have to take with our present system MTech person 24, and that is approved by the Academic Council recently. And the MSc person as per our thing 60, and MTech person from our credit system, present credit system is 24. And also in NEP 2020, those who have the BSc degree, BS degree with the 4 year, with 75% marks, they are also allowed to take admission in PhD program. Previously, it was allowed only BSc person can join only integrated PhD. But this BS 4 year person with more than 75% marks can join directly for a PhD program.
Yeah, some question. I think they have made it that 4 years should be research project, research product the student have done. So that kind of student they are encouraging in national education policy.
Then now, in fact, UGC is after all the institutes to start the 4 year BSc program or graduate programs. Slowly, this 3 year graduate program will going to phase out. Next one.
Right now, there is some minimum years like after graduation and PhD. Maximum and
Ordinances. Afterwards, I will come to the PhD. Now, for all the programs, it is the responsibility of CI and OCC. Even sometimes you have a self-study course to generate the mark sheet for the student. And it is already got approved by the academic council, who will be signatories, what will be format. With that format, what CI, OCC are supposed to generate the mark sheet after every semester or academic year as they are following. And it will be signed by the head of the graduate school or in our R&D center training school head and dean academic. After declaration of result by HBNI center office, students are eligible to get transcript. Again, they will write to Dean HBNI for transcript. The requisite information will be passed to the concerned CIOCC for issue of the transcript. And transcript should have the logo of HBNI. And Dean Academic at CIOCC and director or his nominee are the signatories. Also, they will get the provisional degree certificate, and that will be from the HBNI center office. And Dean HBNI is the signatory on the PDC. And final certificate is issued by after approval of the Council of Management, which with the signatories Vice Chancellor and Chairman Com. Next one. See, now let us come to the PhD, because PhD major programs and many of you will be interested in taking the students and guiding the students. The minimum qualification for admission to PhD is like a postgraduate degree, ME, MTech, MSc, MESc, MPharm, or for our humanities courses, maybe even arts graduates, postgraduates, with minimum 55% aggregate marks for its equivalent grade, a point scale wherever grading system is utilized. Whenever grading systems are given, there are also a table at the back or at the bottom, which clearly explains about the conversion from the grade to the percentage, aggregate percentage. For IIT, it is like it is just a multiplication of 10. Grade 9 means 90, grade 8 means, grade 0.8 means 80, like that. But also, as I explained, now admissions are also given for PhD programs for 4 year or 8 semester bachelor degree with the minimum 70% marks for equivalent grade point on a point scale wherever the grading system is followed. Next one. Admission to the PhD program will be done through one of the following mode. The first, the employees. Admission shall be by interview of the applicant conducted by standing academic committee. After being shortlisted, because they would conduct the DE for the employees, standing academic committee is supposed to conduct the written examinations. If somebody qualifies written examination more than 50% marks, then they can appear for the interviews, and after however, there are many students who are take MSc engineering or sometimes MPhil previous diploma in science and engineering of HBN. They are graduated from the BRC training school at various locations. They are depend SCC can exempt them from this screening test, and but only interviews may be required. It also having the provision because there are many students, good students are coming for our BRC training OGCS program of BRC training school. They are on the borderline and they can be also be admitted for PhD program because they have been asked to the All India examination OCES and also been interviewed by the selection committee, which has been constituted by the director of CS. And for this case, interview marks cutoff will be decided by the standing academic committee of the concerned discipline. Now, this is for most of our students now are from the, not from our employee students, but outside students. For all of them, applications are sought to open an advertisement from the candidates who have qualified. NET, JEST, NEET, GATE, PHM or other national level tests conducted by government bodies or conducted by our CIOCs or IGCAR conduct also, provided it is valid on the date of applications, because GATE score is valid for now for 1 2 years, but so it should be valid on the date of application. For this candidate, SSC will again conduct the interview and successful candidate will be admitted for the PhD program. Now, as you know that they are after MSc, but those who are from MSc, they will SSC will constitute an interim monitoring committee, and those who are MTech where needs course credit requirement less, SSC will constitute a doctor committee. Subsequent to admission in the CIOCC, these students shall be enrolled in an academic program for HBNI, and they will be now on the roles of corresponding board of studies. You might have seen that our enrollment number always start with the physics, PSYS or CAM and other things, because they are in that department. Your board of studies are like a department. Okay, so they are admitted into that department. Next one. As I told you, mentioned previously also, standing academic we will identify the coursework to be carried out to meet the credit requirement for the admitted students. Additional credit requirement may be prescribed. Whatever the credit is the minimum credit, maybe they may ask for the additional credit for the students who want to join PhD programs. Here is the provision. Suppose a MSc chemistry person want to join MSc in physics or science postgraduate want to join engineering, possible. Provided SCC feels that he is fit to join engineering, he is aptitude for that. And also, then also they will suggest some additional courses so that he will be in fundamental knowledge of that discipline or required knowledge for carrying out the research and other things. So at that time, credit requirement may be much higher than the minimum requirement. Students may be also assigned the self-study courses for credit seminar to get subjects which are not covered under the conventional courses. But now NPTEL courses, all the courses are available. That's why it is desirable to take self-study courses from the courses available in SWAYAM, NPTEL, or other similar portals. Next, student has to take research methodology. I would like to mention that research methodology previously was not added as a credit course, but with our due approval from the Academic Council, credit obtained from the research methodology will be counted now. I will come to that. Next one. Next. Yes, this is about the self-study courses. How to, because time is running after, I will not go through it. You can go to the ordinances and other things. Self-study courses, that should be one faculty who may help the student to undergo these courses, and that should be examination. And students should qualify again like other courses, minimum 50% mark. It's not like that self-study courses, you can do the Viva OC and pass. Not possible now. He has to do the examination with the paper set by the doctorate committee with the help of the designated faculty for this self-study course.
This faculty will be a member of doctoral committee or?
No, he can be anybody. Then no, but that he can, because there are some other subject, maybe none of the doctoral committee may be having aware, but maybe most of the time doctor committee, one of the doctor committee is also possible. But if suppose some of the courses maybe you want to take, the experts are not available within the doctor committee, that the doctor committee can suggest to some other faculty to help the student for this self-study course, then and it is better that independent person should be guiding the student, because that will not interfere in the decision of the doctor committee. Next one. Fast. US.
Forward. We are going
US,
backwards. Next one. We go to next one.
No, previous no. नहीं, पहले go back. क्या कर रहे हैं? हाँ. Okay, here. Yes. Apart from credit,
Next is that one only repeated probably in your slides.
oh, नहीं,
Is coming in. Yes.
हाँ?
Same slide.
Okay.
उसको बहुत आगे. आगे चलो.
हाँ.
आगे है.
Okay, this one I want, na? Credit seminar we have not done, na? You keep it here. Now, doctor committee can suggest the credit seminar and give them the enough time to prepare for credit seminar. Again, student has to present the topic of the seminar. Ask the questions on this seminar topics. And if they are satisfied, then they can give the credit for this credit seminar. I am not satisfied, he can reappear. And if two items are not able to satisfy the doctor committee about his acquaintance with the topics of the credit seminar, they can report back to the standing academic committee. And we can either take the decision about whether the student should be fit for giving one more chance or maybe terminated. Next one. You see, because now I am getting general things, I repeat it, not worry about that, okay. Now you see, this I already shown, but I want to show again because here there also I shown our PhD programs. Now at present, our academic consists with our present credit systems for MS student, credit requirement is 60 credit, for MTech 24 credit, and those who are joining with the BS, again 60 credit. This is effective from 1st of January 2023. In part for MSc, there was no problem, but MTech now also we are getting now, those who are joining from the January 2023, we are getting 16 credit, but we need now 24 credit. However, now this 24 credits includes the credits obtained from the research methodology and research and publication ethics, which was not included previously. So suppose you have taken 16 credit like previously and 8 credits, 6 credits you obtained from the research methodology or research and publication ethics you obtained from together 8 credit is fine. Otherwise you have to take one more course. Okay, next one. After completion of this credit work requirement, the candidate shall appear for the oral general compliance examination. This is a very important examination. This is one of the benchmark. Because student is in fact permitted to carry out the research. They can do previously, but by formal permission only after the oral general compliance examination. And the committee or monitoring committee is at that time available.
There is some time period of the exam.
Yes, I am coming to that. From the date of enrollment can be extended by 6 more months by the Dean Academic. Okay, but UGC is the best place to judge the students. Because here, apart from judging the student on the basis of the courses he has taken, also his research aptitude and other things can be judged here, and for carrying out the research work, he may be very good for academic course work, but not good for the research work. It is possible to consider his registration here. So it is very important, but otherwise sometimes student may become a burden afterwards. So this is the way, this is very important. That's why physical participation of the student in this course is mandatory, apart from the doctor or monitoring committee at that time, chairman, if a guide is appointed, sometimes guide is not appointed, as I told you, because my monitoring policy is no guide is not there, and 2 members of is mandatory. 2.5 is very important. The performance of the student in OGC is suggested. The monitoring doctor committee shall permit the candidate to pursue the research programs leading to the PhD thesis. Else it gives very specific suggestions and time period up to 6 more months to reappear. Again, if he in 2 attempts, again he fails to satisfy the doctor committee or monitoring committee, his PhD shall be cancelled. So this is one important benchmark. Next one. This is the time because for those who previously, like those who are from MSc, where the credits or integrated PhD, where credit requirement 60. At this time, standing academic committee should form the doctor committee, if already not formed, and the guide of the student, research topic, everything will be decided at this time. And this is the constitution of the doctor committee. A professor or assistant professor cannot be chairman of the committee. Only the professor or associate professor shall be chairman of the committee. The guide shall be convener. If there are co-guide is there, he will be co-convener. There will be 2 faculty members. There is a minimum 2 faculty members from the institute, specializing in the domain of the topic of research. 1 faculty members from the other CI or from other universities. There is no need that this faculty member should be from the CI or from the institutes where HBN is having the MOU. He can be any faculty. He should be faculty of some of the institutes. And some of our colleagues who may be not a faculty of HBN, but their help will be utilized for thesis work of the students. They can be technology advisor. It can be technology advisor and be permanent invitee for this PhD monitoring committee or doctor committee now. See again, sometimes because of superannuations or some other research topic change, there may be need of the doctor committee change. Form is available on HBN website. It should be approved by the Dean Academic and then should be forwarded, also approved by the Chairman Standing Academic Committee. Next one. Okay, here it is what we are asking about, the minimum period of residency. Residency is a different thing, I will come to that. Residency is that sometimes the students, after completion, you may complete all the required experimental parts, but he might be getting some job or you want to go to some other institutes, but however you want to get a PhD from the HBN, then minimum residency is 2.5 years. If suppose somebody may be completing all the coursework, all the experimental parts within 2 years, but he cannot be given a degree because he had not completed the minimum residency period. And minimum period for submission of thesis shall be 3 years from the date of enrollment. And as per UGC and other things, the normal period for completion of the research and submission of thesis for MSc students is 5 years. Okay. Sometimes because of some development work and other things, it may not possible to complete within 5 years. The doctor committee can extend by 1 more year, that up to 6 years. There no extension fee is involved here. Only doctor committee should get satisfied. This is a requirement of 1 more year to complete the research work. However, if student want more than 6 years, then doctor committee may recommend, but board of studies should approve the things on the recommendations on the and reasons for requirement for the extension, and they can approve the things or they can deny also. After 7 years, just not possible, except in the case of very, very exceptional cases. And for that also, a recommendation of the director of CI is required. And that is also not given for 1 year, it is given for a small limited period as suggested by the director of CI. You see, during the course of the work, the doctoral committee will conduct periodic review. Previously, it is annual progress report. Now, which is asking about the every semester, that should be a progress report. Next one. After completing the complete coursework satisfied by the completing the all the annual progress report or semester or progress report now onwards, committee can decide that a student in after 4 years or 5 years, depend upon the things that student has completed the requisite publications, they should enough quantity and quality of the research work for doctorate program to award the PhD degree. Then they can ask the student to give the pre-synopsis seminar. And then student can pre-synopsis seminar open to all. Of the student as well as doctor committee chairman, guide, and 2 members is mandatory. However, one of them can participate by means of video. Not student, only the one of the other names of, because now we have our media software in our Anuvidya. Committee previously used to send the hard copy, now they are also sending hard copy. Apart from that, the Excel file has to be generated by the doctor committee and should be passed on to the Dean Academy. Forward the name of 6 to 8 reviewers to the Dean Academic in the senior envelope. Now also a soft copy in Excel file for uploading on the Anuvidya. It should be remembered that being a part of the doctor committee, guide may be knowing the names of the reviewers. It is very much necessary and it is unethical to disclose the name of the review suggested examiners to the student. It is an unethical practice of the guide to reveal the name of the suggested examiners to the student. Next one. No, you see, as per our things, we want, when 6 are there, 3 should be international and 3 should be Indian. But at least 2 should be international. Yeah. If possible, then at least 2 international or Indian. That's also fine. The students should submit to the Dean Academic the soft and hard copy. Now only 1 hard copy is required, not more than that, to the Dean Academic within this 3 months from the date of pre-synopsis. And this time limit can be extended by 3 more months by the Dean Academic. But if it's 6 months, then students are supposed to reappear for the pre-synopsis seminar again. Sent to the HBNI Center Office. When the name of the examiners first will be scrutinized by the Board of Studies, and they will be shortlisting their names, and that will be forwarded to the HBNI Center Office. And final list of the approval list as per sequence will be decided by the Vice Chancellor HBNI. And this name should be conveyed to the Dean Academic by the HBNA Center Office in the sequential form, 1, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Dean Academic is supposed to send the thesis for evaluation to the as per the sequence. And if suppose by sometimes it happens that whatever 4 names suggested by the approved by the VC may be not all the out of that 3 may be or 4 may be denied. We are not getting 2 reviewers required. Then again the names should be approved by the VC for then the students should defend the thesis in open oral examinations, and this is the partial requirement for PhD degree. One of the thesis reviewers can be called for the examining the oral interview of the overseas. However, if he is from overseas because of he should be on online mode only. He should be from India and he should participate in physical mode. Now, what happens sometimes, the doctor committee cannot be changed after pre-synopsis. Doctor committee responsible for conducting the pre-synopsis seminar. Same with the what doctor, they same doctor committee should judge the final open oral examinations along with the external member. So, if any chance, if you want to change the doctor committee, it should be synopsis. Now, this doctor committee, there is a freeze on the doctor committee because then it will be not good because they are not aware of the type of the work and other things. It will be not fair to the students, were also fair to the systems of conducting the BioOC. If all the members and examiners, external examiner agrees, then they can discussion. Next one. Discussion. This is the duty of the chair of the doctor committee to inform this outcome to the students of the examination. Okay, then how to take cases of different permutation combinations. I am not going to the next one. So summary, what I explained you about the admissions at CIOCC. There is a responsibility of CIOCC. Enrollment after admissions at CIOCC, Dean Academic will send all the requisite inclusions along with the application to the HBN Center Office for enrollment. Requirement, guide, research topics, doctor committee will be considered by the standing academic committee. The student has to undergo the coursework, self-study course, credit as suggested by the standing academic committee. After fulfilling the requisite coursework, not before that, requirement of the credit, he can appear for oral general comprehensive examinations, which is the one benchmark. Afterwards, he is now formally approved for course research work. Once he is starting the research work, previously annual report, annually his progress should be judged by the doctor committee, and it should be reports should be generated and uploaded on the Anuvidya. There is a normal time for completion, as I told you, 5 years. As 1 more year by the doctor committee, but after 6 years, it should be approved by the board of studies, and after 7 years, only in the exceptional cases with the recommendation of CI, it can be extended. There are for various PhD student, requirement of the general publications are different. For chemical science, it is 3 papers. For physical science, 1 published and 1 communicated papers. Lab science 1, like that. That is board of studies. But also you remember that sometimes student may have the, after becoming a faculty, I'll tell you, all of you are supposed to, all the faculty and students, in all your publications, either a PhD student involved or not, publications or in conferences or in patent or other publications, apart from your CIOC's name, HBN appellation should be there. Okay, I'll show you how to give the HBN appellation afterwards. Then after satisfied by the doctor committee, pre-synopsis can be held. They should submit after pre-synopsis seminar, the pre-synopsis should be submitted within 15 days. And the thesis within 3 months. And it can be extended by 3 more months by the Dean Academic. Then this is goes to the examiners. After examiner report, positive report, final viva OC, and then award of the degrees. Next one. Yes. This is circulated that how to give the HBN appellation. The first one, apart from your CIOCC, you also can write the Umi Bhavan student. This is the best way. Otherwise, if you are feeling that other secondary is also fine, but first one is the most preferred way of the writing. And this is followed by all the faculty at overseas and many other institutes. You write during application, you write your affiliate A1A, you write your institute name first, and then you can write, if you are also affiliation somewhere, you can write that also. But HBN affiliation also should be there along with your other affiliation. For all your general publication, either students is involved or not involved, all your patents or your conference paper, everywhere it should be mentioned. Next one. Now, as I told you, I covered most of these regulations. Is 6 and maximum is 6. And 2 more years. Now they want, not like extension, they want a re-registration after 6 years. Okay. About board of studies and VC should decide about it. Only the female students and the person with the disability more than 40%, we have 2 more years. Instead of 6, they can complete in 8 years. A female PhD scholar is provided with the maternity leave or child care leave up to 240 days. But there also, so for normal, 6 years after 1 year extension, for female or with disabilities, is normal with 1 extension is 8 years. But at any cost, maximum is 8 years for normal students. It is also exception cases, and 10 years for the female or person with disability with the exception duly approved by the appropriate authorities. Next one. See, there are many things because when you become depend upon your designations, how many students you can take is defined by the UGC regulations. If you are a professor, you can take 8 students. If you are an associate professor, you can take maximum 6 students at a time. There should not be more than 6 students you are guiding at any time. And 4, if you are only assistant professor. And you note that this includes the co-guide also. If you are suppose you co-guide for 2 students, and if you are a professor, you can take only 6 students as a guide. If a faculty is having less than 3 years of the service left for superannuation, they are not allowed to take new research scholar, but they can guide those who are already working with them for PhD program. Apart from this, to encourage the international, take maximum 2 international students that will not counted in this 8, 6 or 4. Next one. Go back. Please note, especially as per UGC, only the faculty, permanent faculty working as a professor, associate professor of higher education institutes with the PhD degree, with the publications and other things, can guide the faculty for PhD. But if you are a faculty of one of the institutes, like if you are faculty of HBNI, you are not eligible to be faculty of other university or institutes. They clearly given AP right, PhD awarded by the university under the supervision of a faculty members who is not an employee of the university or is affiliated postgraduate colleges, institutes, would be violation of these regulations. Suppose you want to become you are now faculty of HBNI and you are also want to guide, you can become a co-guide, but if you want to guide as a guide, Pune University or Bombay University or some other institute is not possible. You can be co-guide. Co-guide is possible, but not as a guide. Guide only can be permanent faculty can guide the student of that university or institute. If you are a permanent faculty of HBNI, you can guide HBNI students. If you are permanent faculty of some other university, you can guide that student, not guiding the students of 2 different universities. But you can become a co-guide or a member of that doctor committee. Next one. I'm there to answer the
Other one, that will be.
I have maybe one question. It is about.
One second. Hello, sir. So the next is the interactive session with the faculty members. Before that, Professor D. Committee want to add some more important points as mentioned by along with the Professor P. Naik's informations.
Just 1 or 2 extra things I want to add. One is, as I mentioned, the dual affiliation, paper and not only paper, in the poster also, if the students are presenting. Because poster presentation, suppose you are going to some other university, HBNI name is reflected means the awareness about HBNI, that indirectly gives the perception of the university. Since
you want invited talk.
Even invited talk, you should. So wherever you are a faculty of your dual affiliation is there. So you should be proud to show everywhere. That's the point. And not only that, if any of your student or you are receiving some award, suppose student is getting a poster award, that also should be recorded and informed to the HBNI central office as when asked. Because some of the agencies they do the this kind of ranking and all, they value even a poster award. Okay, that and the number of conferences you have attending, what kind of conference, that also they count. Because traditional many small universities are there, hardly maybe some faculties are there, they never go. So that they want to count. And publication, why it is so important? Finally, they in the ranking, total number of publication by total number of faculty. You are now added to the university system. So our denominator is increasing. So that should be kept improving. Not only that, even PhD student per faculty, that is also counted for the ranking things. So you should be there. That is one part. And finally, the upgradation, suppose you are here now today as an associate professor or assistant professor or maybe professor, then depending on your promotion at your CI, like for you people it is BARC, once you become the higher grade, there are certain criteria that you can apply. But those there, it is
checked how many papers you have published with HBNA affiliation and all, it may be turned down. So I'm just telling you that you are under that also checked. Okay, not only that, every 5 years there is a review whether any faculty, HBNA faculty is contributing by teaching, by guiding a student, by becoming member of doctoral committee, or publication, or nothing. In nothing, then that CI director wants those names. HBNI forwards those names also to the director, because your application has been forwarded by the director of the CI. So that is also being considered, means counted, all those things. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Thank you.
So now the session is open. If you have any questions, those are on the online as well as present here. Professor Maiti and Professor P. Nayak is here to clarify any of your doubts. If you have any questions and unable to make it presentation, please type in the chat box so that some of the doubts will be clarified.
Your question may not be heard by other people.
Others.
You may come here.
Yes.
Come here. Come here. Take that. Because sound system, there is some problem for. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Professor Nayak, can you hear me? I am SR Mr. from RRCAT.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, there is a question about this total number of credits from the NPTEL. Is it 40% of the total credits? Or
Yes, up to 40% of.
okay,
Then,
so maximum up to 40%.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Credit or seminar, and that itself is suppose 20%, then it's not above that 40%.
Okay,
Credit,
okay.
seminar plus SWAYAM together is 40%.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So that clarifies. And the breakup of credits from RM and RPE, research and publication ethics, and research methodology. So what is
Yes,
the
yes.
breakup there?
You see, publication, our present system is 3 credit, but afterwards it will become 2 credit. Then our system will change, but we will take our present credit system only. Course. Research and publication is the 3 credit course, but other courses like or data analysis or all these type of courses, what we can do that, like suppose we have the experimental techniques, you can put the experimental techniques, suppose 4 credit course, you can in bracket you put RM, that is also fine. Okay, or you have accept the research methodology courses, then what? As per UGC, one has to obtain 4 credits from the research methodology course. Apart from the 3 credit, 2 credit, our publication, research and publication ethics. So what I suggest, at present we are not going to that. At present, what we can do is that we need now for MTech students. That is one important part that has to be taken care. For MSc, there is no problem because already we have 60 and now as suggested by the academic council is the 30 credits. That's as per UGC, or 60 credits will remain. For MTech students or postgraduate diploma students from our training school, where we are giving them 16 credit requirement as a minimum, it will go up to 24 credits for those candidate students who are joined from 1st of January 2023.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. If there is any doubt further, I will contact.
Yes.
So I have a couple of questions. So the first is, like, do we also acknowledge HBNI in our technology transfer documents? So many a time we are involved in technology transfers. So
And we report it.
That's why I told that all the reports, okay,
patent,
wherever it is
technology transfer as well.
Technology transfer.
yeah, to all reports.
And the second question is, you had mentioned about this international travel grant for PhD students. So is that also applicable to DE employees who are enrolled?
In fact, yes, HBNA Center Office was interested to include the DA employees also. However, it has been turned down by our management because what happened, DA employees are governed by the government, central government rules, and there will be two different bodies. I've been just informed by some of my colleagues from BARC. They are also thinking about the providing grants to the BARC employees.
Some effort is being made.
We want to send students for attending these IEA conferences, but then these proposals are turned down.
Yes, because in fact, not yes, I can understand. In fact, we are interested because we do not want to differentiate between the DA employee or a student. But our Council of Management, as well as Director of CIOCC, they advise us not to grant this to the employee students.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question was.
Yeah, you can come here because otherwise other people will not do.
So the minimum requirement for that publication. So I was just asking whether there is a list of journals which are, or there are too many journals are there.
Yes. It is Scopus Index journal.
Yes, publication when you mean should be either Scopus or VGC.
VGC has a list.
Okay, there is a list by UPSC and it should
But
be.
as far as HBNI is concerned, we are only considering the Scopus index journals.
Scopus index. Okay, thank you.
So in this, I would like to mention as rank number 1 in physical health category in all over the university and category. First one is IAAC, and next to IAAC in the nature index. So that says the quality and credential of publication.
3 years continuously it is same similar.
Hi, sir. So I have a few questions. One is you talked about the OGC. If within 2 years you have to come, student has to complete OGC. So the progress report that we have, the student has submit every year, that has to be only after the OGC or from the first year itself?
You see, in fact, first year progress report is nothing but the credits he has obtained because coursework, first year the coursework is, but we are not very much bothered about that. But first work year also, student can submit the progress report as a part of the coursework, how much course he has taken, how many courses he has, how many credits he has obtained, all the things can be done in that first report.
Okay. So usually in BRC system, the students start working on the day 1. So that thing is not a for 2 years.
Yes.
So the other thing is
No. What happens? You see, OGC is a must. As I told you, see, student can start working on his PhD thesis or research work right on the first day. We are not preventing that, but formally he has been permitted for the research work after the OGC only. But whatever publication work, research work he has done previous to that, that is not can be included, but not that. But as such, what happens? Students should not tell that I already started the coursework and that I already started research work. How you can pay me in OGC? You see, that's why formally his research work start after OGC, but he can start research work right on the first day after admission.
And so about the role of the technical advisor in the doctoral committee you talked about, so that has to be non-faculty member only or?
No, technology advisors, there's no need that technology advisor should be faculty member. He can be just a, not even PhD also, but he is having the expertise in the particular area, very much connected to the PhD work of the student, and his involvement in the doctorate committee as an invitee will help to improve the research quality or technology development of the student by the student.
And once the technical advisor becomes a faculty,
Ah.
so then it becomes a committee
Yeah.
member or
No, in fact, if a technology advisor become a faculty of HBNI, then we need a DC has to be reconstituted with the due approval from the standing academic committee, and it should be passed on to them. We'll note out the change in doctor committee.
Okay, now I have just asked Rohit to display our web page, and in the academic part, if you click there, academic ordinances all are given there. Go down that PhD, go to PhD part. Yeah, click there. So everything is there. That's right. It is available on the web page. So you can consult in detail whenever you want. That's what I wanted to do.
So just to be
there is a
brief you about it.
Yeah, he has briefed and explained the points. That is important part. But as of now, everything is available on the web page.
There is a question regarding this one, whether the slides will be shared to all the people. That's why Professor Maiti has given an explanation that
Share also. If you want,
Share also it is available.
so everything is available. You can send a mail to Professor P.D. Nayak.
no.
That,
Help
can-
desk. Help desk.
Help desk. Okay, it will be provided to you. In fact, all the deans, associate deans and assistant deans are here to help you to get any doubts clarified.
Yes, we are happy to. Then no problem because nothing. It is taken from ordinance only. Only the important points are taken. And if you faculty want, you are part of our HBNI now. You see, whatever property of HBNI is your property. Okay, and we will be glad to share.
So there
Back there,
are
any
no
other
more
questions?
questions,
Any other question online? Just see.
online questions, and we'd like
You
to.
see the go to chat mode.
This is there's only a question from Krishna Rao Chaudhary. Rai Chaudhary, I think this is.
Oh, no. Another question is there. Whether we can have MOU with an institute outside India.
India.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll be glad. You can suggest, and if it is a good institute with a good recognition, world ranking, or then we'll definitely will be glad to have a MOU with them.
In fact, you can go to HBNA web page. The whole MOU is listed, and you will find a couple of international institutes are there. So only thing for international institute, DOE's permission is sought because they have a guideline.
But it's not.
It is not very.
There's no order as such, and we'll be glad to have it.
Yeah.
Even now, it is also suppose some of the international universities they want to have apart from academic, just like a research collaboration, they also have the joint academic programs or dual degree or joint award of the degrees. That's also possible. We'll also can explore that also.
National Education Policy 2020 actually gives provisions for such thing. It was earlier not there. Now it is possible.
और क्या लिखा है? Can
Now the only list of faculty names are there. Very soon you will find out if you click it. There will be the whole loss. We have made it. It will be released to some time frame will be given so that they can update their thing. It will be coming soon.
So there are no more queries from the participants. We'll try to conclude the session, faculty improvement program. So good afternoon to one and all present here and online participants also. I take this opportunity to congratulate you all for becoming the faculty of HBNI as a family. My heartfelt congratulations to you all.
tell them to do the undertaking.
Yes, sir, that will be. So as it was already informed to you, mail was sent to you by Mrs. Nivedita ma'am. That after this you have to complete the online participation details. It is available online. That will be sent to you. The link will be sent to you. You can give all the points regarding that, and after that you will be sent a message that you have been recognized as a faculty. So this is a mandatory procedure that already it was mailed to you, the details. So I thank Professor Meity for proposing the formal welcome address to the faculty induction program. And thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Q. Kamachimudali, for his introductory remarks. And he has advised all the faculty members to open a data repository so that all your achievements and students' achievements can be communicated to HBNI so that this will be helpful for us to gain good NIRF ranking. So I thank Professor P.D. Naik for his neat and elegant presentation on the overview of HBNI ordinances and other guidance for faculty. Starting from the general structure of HBNI and all the academic programs, for the format for introduction of new programs, the academic framework, credit requirements, and all the informations about the self-study courses and about the construction of the doctoral committee. You can say that simply A to Z of all the ordinances and other guidelines for the faculty has been given by Professor P. Nayak in an extraordinary and simple and elegant way. So he has mentioned that HBNI affiliation must be there for all the faculty members so that our HBNI is gaining good ranking in NIRF as well as other international rankings. So it is a request from our HBNI side. Please mention the HBNI affiliation in all your research and as well as patent and other credentials. And he has beautifully explained all the duration of the program, allocation of the research supervisor details for that. So once again, I thank him for his nice and simple presentation about the details of HBNI ordinances for the faculty members. So I sincerely thank all of you for your passions, participation, and interactions and involvement. Once again, I congratulate all of you for becoming the part of our HBNI family. Together we win and achieve. Now, you have been recognized as a faculty of HBNI, the institution which is carrying the name of the legend Homi Jahangir Baba, the great visionary and father of our nuclear energy program in India. He was a perfectionist and would leave no point of suspicion while working on any project. He was and is an inspiration to the entire DAE fraternity. I wish to quote a famous quote by Homi Baba in this time. For each man can do best and excel in only that thing of which he is passionately fond, in which he believes, as I do, that he has the ability to do it and he is in fact born and destined to do it. Congratulations once again, HBNI. This is your institution. Make you proud of it and make it proud of you. All the very best. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. With this, we're concluding the faculty induction program. Thank you all. You can sign off. Any other information? Okay. So please, again, I request you to complete the undertaking that will be given to you by mail. Thank you.